All right, so we just got done now, and it's kind of hard to see you guys because it's extremely dark out, but we're gonna go ahead and get this coated tonight right away here. It looks absolutely outstanding. I'm extremely happy with it. Trying to shine my flashlight on it for you guys because my light's at Eric's house right now at the shop. We're gonna go ahead and get this coated, and wow, does that look good. Man, here's the axle just coming out of nowhere in the dark. It's so good. I didn't even realize that that was on there. Look at that, you guys. Wow, that is crazy. Crazy, crazy good. So make sure you guys go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I'm going to go ahead and see you guys in the morning. That will be coated. The axle will be coated. Hold on. We'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, we're back. And day 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many days this is with this process, but I've got my galvanized coating on here, and you can tell from the video, what you guys are seeing, that it kind of coated in 2 different colors. That's one of the negatives on the online reviews that I was reading, that the consistency of it, of the color, wasn't the greatest. But those of you that ever dealt with anything that is galvanized, the color is just not the same on any piece of conduit. Whether it's conduit, bolts, nuts, it's not always the same. And because this is a hot dip application, you're not gonna get that nice even coat. So yes, I've got some spots that are thicker than others and some spots that are thinner than others. We're supposed to do 2 coats. So you can see here up close a lot better now that it is a completely different shade from here to here. And that's because when I did these spots like this, it was a lot thinner. Same with back here, it was a lot thinner. And then it got really thick right here, more of like a paste. So I just kept, kept going over it and over and over it. Obviously you can see that I used a brush. That's simply all I did. Maybe you could get away with a spray gun, but it says you can spray it, but man, for how thick this got, I don't think you should spray it. Like I said, this is not perfect, but man, it looks good and I'm excited. I'm gonna be painting over this with a self-etching primer, farm implement, and then also with a paint as well. Now when it comes to painting, that's gonna be a completely, now when it comes to painting, that's gonna be a completely separate, different video for you. Completely different, separate video for you. You get what I'm saying for you guys. I'm gonna show you exactly the primer process and the painting process, what I'm gonna do for this. It's gonna be really simple. Like I said, I'm using farm implement paint. Wow, I cannot speak today. And then we're gonna create a completely whole different video on the axle. So stay tuned for that as well. I'm not gonna galvanize coat the axle. And the reason why I'm not doing that is because I want to see what this protection versus the axle's protection. Honestly, the axle's pretty easy to take out to where if my paint failed or my primer failed on it, I'd be all right to take that out, have take it to a sandblaster, have them re-sandblast it and do it the right way with the galvanized. Now I would 1000% suggest this type of galvanizing. It is nice. Not only does it look good, but it's just added protection for this frame. Obviously, we did not get up underneath here, which this will be a completely separate time when I do tackle this. So we stopped right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and continue forward for this rest of this process when we get to that point. So make sure you guys go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm sorry this process was kind of unorthodox, needless to say. I had some stuff come up and things in life just got a hold of me, you guys. I'd be 100% honest with you. But hey, you know what? Merch plug. I only have 1 t-shirt and 1 sticker right now. I have more stickers on the way, so stay tuned for that. I'm really excited for those. But anyways, merchandise link below. You can get t-shirts, get your stickers. I appreciate all the support from everyone that has ordered. It has been outstanding. And we'll see you guys in the next video. All right, so we are back and we are going to be painting this today, and the paint we are using, farm implement and tractor type style paint. I've used this a lot. I get great results with this, especially when you're coating on some nice new metal, like just exactly like this basically. We're gonna start out with a gray etching primer, and then after this is dry, we're gonna go ahead and paint. All right, so the camera cut out. That's fine. You guys don't need to watch me paint an entire rear frame. So this is what it looks like. It looks good. I'm happy with it. Now we're gonna go ahead and let this dry. There are some spots here where I put it on a little thicker. So needless to say, I'm happy. I could honestly just leave this and take a break for the day, but I do want to get that final coat of paint on this. We're gonna cook some steaks and stuff tonight, so we'll go ahead, let it dry like I said, and then we'll paint it, and I'll talk about what color I'm gonna do, because I'm actually not gonna paint it just black. All right, so different day. I don't remember exactly what I left off with. The day got away from me, and so we're on a different day. It's a beautiful day, another great day for painting. We're gonna finish painting this frame. But what I did here, I used this tractor and farm implement self-etching gray primer, and I used this over this nasty stuff here. Yeah, over this galvanized compound. But now we're gonna be going ahead and painting it with this tractor and implement paint as well, as same as the primer. This is $26 a pint, a great option for this type of work. It works great on tractors and farm implements and heavy equipment. It's gonna do a great job on something like this, especially with that galvanized coating. Now that we're gonna go ahead and have a primer over that galvanized, this is gonna be something that I'm excited about. It's gonna work really well, and I cannot wait to see it all finished when the truck comes together, which is gonna be a while, so hang tight for this project. Now, as I shake it up, you're probably wondering, what color am I gonna do? Am I gonna do black? Am I gonna do red? Am I gonna do pink? Nope, I'm gonna do gray. And don't hate me too much. We're doing a Ford gray. We're doing a gloss dark Ford gray. Now, if you know what this Ford gray is, this isn't actually meaning towards the gray of the vehicles, what vehicles and trucks and cars they produce, but this is the old school Ford gray from the tractors. It is a beautiful gray, and that's, we're gonna start with this frame. We're gonna do this part of the frame, and we're gonna move on to the underneath section of the cab, and then we're eventually gonna do the front as well. So it'll be in 3 segments of how I'm doing this frame. Basically doing it the easiest way that I can do for myself and the most efficient way for myself as I drive these trucks on a normal basis. And I really need to keep going on these projects as the rockers and cab corners are coming up next. Here is that beautiful color, which you guys are gonna see. Oh, it's dripping on me. But that's the color it's gonna be in the light and in the dark. So we're gonna go ahead and paint this on here. Now again, I am not gonna make you guys sit through this entire process of me painting this thing. There's no need for you guys to watch how I do this. I'm simply gonna put this on there with a brush, and then we're gonna go ahead and let that dry. I'm gonna make the decision on whether or not I'm gonna do 2 coats in the future. I probably will have to get another pint because I'm very messy with this. I'm not really being real careful with this, as it's all in just basically coverage for me, not necessarily looks. Is it gonna look nice? Of course it's gonna look nice, but I don't have to go all crazy with it like in a paint booth and stuff like that, because that's just simply not what this restoration is going to be. All right, so I'm gonna stop you guys right here for a second. We gone ahead and got most of this done. We just have to finish the other side. I wanna get you guys close and take a look at this. So here you go. This is what it looks like in the sunlight. This is kind of what it'll look like in the shade. I'm very happy with this color. I think it's gonna look really good for what I am going to be doing to this truck, and you guys really need to stay tuned. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you wanna see more. I'm gonna go ahead and tackle the other side, and I'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, sticky. So I'm all done, I'm super sticky. I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up. And let's go ahead and take a look at this after I get cleaned up. Man, this shit is sticky, you guys. Holy cow. I don't know what the heck this kind of paint is, but man, is it sticky. But here we go. This is what it looks like from this side, and it looks amazing, you guys. I am so happy with 1, the color, and 2, just how this process is turning out. I'm so thankful that I sandblasted it, galvanized coated it, primed it, painted it. I am gonna do a second coat on it because there were definitely spots on here that I missed, so I'm gonna make sure that I go ahead and recoat this again. Just kind of go through as a double check. It never hurts to put another coat of paint on this, especially when you've done it right so far. Now, like I said, I do have to do under the cab and also the front of the frame as well, which will be coming in later videos, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that in the future. I'm excited for that. I am by far a professional painter, you guys. I am not a professional painter at all. I am not a professional bodywork guy, and I'm not a professional mechanic. I am out here trying to show you guys that with the right equipment, with the right tools, with the right attitude and the ambition, you can do something like this just as easily as I can. Seriously, guys, That is what my channel is all about. My channel is about challenging yourself and helping you take that uncomfortable step into something you don't want to do. And this is that uncomfortable step for me, so I'm glad I did it. And I really hope that this encourages other people to do the same thing, because that's really what I'm all about. I'm really keen on making and helping people take that uncomfortable step, because once you take that uncomfortable step, you're gonna be very happy with your life, and you're gonna be amazed the opportunities that are in front of you. So thank you guys so much for all the support in the recent events. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this video, where we are, it's all just kind of, you know, everything in the last couple of weeks of everything going on in my life. Unfortunately, my grandmother did pass, and I can't thank you guys all enough for the support. She is an absolute angel, and I'm not necessarily mourning her loss as I'm rejoicing her life, because she had a beautiful life that one can only wish that you got to live as well. And I hope to live a life that my grandmother and grandfather did live. So stay tuned for the axle that is coming up here shortly for you guys. What I am doing, I'm not doing this. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and we'll see you guys in the next video.